Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with my good friend, my boy Saeed
How you doing, bro?
TV
You good,
in
bro?
the
How are you,
house.
man? How are you?
Listen, I feel worse than my face is showing
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. I can tell your pain. The pain's inside,
pain.
man.
And unfortunately, I bumped into Tobes on the way in here.
Ah, man. That's the worst person you can see on the next day.
Yeah.
You get beaten that, you're like, yo, we don't want to see Tobes, but it's what it is, man. Like, you
Yeah.
man got put down, bro. You man got, put in a spliff, like Special says, man. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, one day I'm like, yo, go West Ham. And then I'm like, shit. Like, you man, what are you doing?
It was like,
You know
honestly,
what I mean?
15 minutes of madness.
Yeah.
It was not good, man. And it's left us in a situation now where we have to answer that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Manchester United, we got to get that payback.
It's like almost like, is it the bad thing or is it like a good thing in a sense? Like, because it's like you're playing a Man United team who's come off a win against Brentford, but it doesn't show anything. But then it's like, you know what? United has been terrible all season.
Yeah.
We could go and get our confidence booster against United. It's like, it's one of them where I'm like, and our record over there isn't the best record over there. You know what I mean? Like, you beat us last season.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I'm just kind of almost like, I'm 50-50 about this game. I really am. Like, we should be beating you. For me personally, I'm looking at this game thinking, yo, let's put West Ham where they need to be. Like, let's make sure they look like an ordinary team. But then, I can't speak of experience because we've been an ordinary team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? See, so it could be like a game of few quality and something decides it. But then again, you don't have Kudus.
That's the thing, man.
What was he thinking?
Kills
What was
me.
he thinking?
He lost his head.
Oh my days.
Like, the first two, I give him the first two. Van der Ven puts his hands on him.
Yeah.
So he's like, get off me. Richarlison, I don't know what the hell he was doing.
What he was doing.
He come to back it.
That was some sort of acting, man.
Knocked himself out. Like.
Yeah.
And then, the Saar one, that was, he lost it by then. And that's a big miss because he's been our best player.
Bro.
He's the guy that you should have signed instead of Anthony.
I know we should have signed him. Shout out to Matisse in there. We should have signed him. But for me, it's one of them where you got to remember, he's not signed Gravenberch, he's not signed Kudus, he's not signed Timber. So he's left the best ones out. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man? But Kudus, to be fair, he's not really had a good start to the season. He only started playing well the last few games because I put him on my fantasy and I was like, I'm not getting no returns here.
Yeah,
but
he's
then,
been playing on the left, that's the problem.
But then the Ipswich game came in and then I was like, you know what, let me keep faith with him. And then I wrote a tweet saying, that's why you should keep faith with Kudus. What happened about an hour later?
Jeez. Did you have him in your fantasy team this
Yeah,
weekend?
bro. And now we got I think he only got like 2 points at the end or 4 points. Something like that anyway.
He got the goal.
He got a goal, don't get me wrong.
Man, he got the red card. And
I don't know how to judge you guys, man. Your manager, I did warn you about that guy.
Yeah.
Did I warn you? You said, yo, don't worry. You said, don't worry. He's not a good manager, man.
I still think, I hear it and I had concerns. I still have doubts.
Yeah.
But it's still too early for me. 8 games in. It's early doors.
You've seen him at Wolves. You see...
But Wolves, they was 20th when he took over. So he was trying to keep him up, coming halfway. Like I said, for me, big question marks over him. But I need to see where we are come Christmas. I want to see signs of progression on the pitch. It's kind of what you... Like Man United.
Yeah.
You want to see progress in terms of style of play. You want to see... what you're trying to do. I was kind of glad that you beat Brentford, to be honest, because I looked at it and thought, no new manager bounce. Ten Hag staying. It was a weird, because look, you've been Ten Hag out, right? You said, I was on a stream with you and you was like, no, I'm behind Ten Hag. I'm not going to be calling him a bald fraud. Next week, you bald fraud. Which I take exception to.
I know. I get it. But the thing is, though, with this manager here, I don't think he suits the style of your team. Your team, actually, when you look at the players you've got technical players, Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen, your team is a technically based team now. It should be forming into a team that you could actually play out from the back. Todibo, which to be fair, he had a disaster class yesterday. But for me, it's one of them where you need to be moving up the next step, not playing this dinosaur football tactics where you can't play out from the back. I mean, Gudo Rodriguez, was he really the answer to kind of your problems in midfield? I just look at your team and I'm like, it should be better. Guess what I predicted your team to be?
Well,
I think I predicted them to be 7th.
7th. Matisse had us 5th. You know
Bro,
what I mean? And
7th. Guys, I looked at your summer signing. You had one of the best signings in the summer. But now everyone's saying, yo, we overgassed it, really. And why are you not playing Lewis Gulharam?
Ah, man. I've been saying, like, put him up top because he's the only striker that we've got with any pace. He's got legs.
Bro, he's meant to be a baller, man.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, why didn't you just send him out on loan then?
25 mil we spent on him. And this is the thing.
When's he back?
Mate, I don't think we'll see him this side of Christmas. I really don't.
Is it a bad injury?
This is the thing. Originally, he was supposed to be out for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, it's like, you know, however, a month or whatever later, oh, we don't know. Like,
oh my God.
It's one of them. So it's worse than what we thought.
Oh my days. He spent, what, 30 million for him?
No, I think it was like early 20s. I think it was like less than was reported. But still, when you look at it, we could have got Duran.
He did the whole irons and all of that.
Oh, mate, he was begging to come to West Ham and we flopped it. And that's what I'm saying. So I said this on the preview with Tobes. Like, 2024, we still got Antonio starting for us. It's a crime.
It's a crime against football that, you know, when you actually deep it, like, that is a crime against football. And ultimately, your team, when I look at it, you know, it kind of set up to be a, you know, low block against United and frustrate them and get something out of Bowen, maybe up front. But ultimately, man, you lot, I swear, man, if we lose to you, it's embarrassing again from United. Like, genuinely, bro. Like, we've won against Brentford. We need to build on that. We need back-to-back wins. I don't think we've had that this season, back-to-back wins.
And your away record, though, isn't great, right?
To be fair, we beat Southampton. No, we didn't. Yeah. 1 win away, is it? Yeah, 1 win away.
Yeah, so your away record isn't great. Your record against our ground isn't great.
Isn't great. I think last time we won is maybe under Ollie.
Yeah, so that's
it under Ollie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Under Ollie.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that was in the studio, remember, DR Sports.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys missed the last-minute penalty. Noble.
Yeah,
Noble?
It was Noble. Yeah, we watched the game together. They brought Noble off the bench.
Yeah, man. He's not even a penalty taker. Penalty stopper. And bro.
Mate.
But so you have no faith in this game, then?
No, like, I feel like this is the game where we have to beat you. Like, I'm coming into this, like, if we don't beat you, it's a disgrace. Like, the way, and that's no disrespect to Man United. It's kind of a little bit of disrespect to Man United, but it's where you're at. Like, you're down there in the mud with us. We're both in the mud right now. We have to win this game. If we beat you, it's you know, we get a bit of a good vibe.
Yeah, of course.
Beat Man United.
Of course.
But if we lose, it's back-to-back losses. The pressure comes on Lopetegui.
Pressure.
The dressing room starts to turn sour. The fans turn sour.
You think they're playing for him, though?
I don't think they're not playing for him at the moment in terms of like but I just don't think, it doesn't seem like they truly get what he's trying to do yet.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like they've got a grasp on and he's getting his vision across to them.
Okay.
It seems to be taking too long. And listen, I don't mind him playing this low block style against certain teams, and that's what I say. My problem with Moyes is he would play defensive against like Brentford, Leicester, and all of that. Like,
course.
I want a manager that can go on the front foot when we can, and then certain teams with this one, we should be going toe to toe with Man United at home. If we're sitting there defending and giving up all the possession at home, it's not going to get the fans up, is it?
Yeah, it's not going to get everyone excited about your team. I get that. I think that's fair. But for me, it's one of them where, boy, man, you need to pattern up, man, because, boy, with United, it's like United coming to your ground and then like putting you to the sword. It's going to be like, yo, the fans are going to be like, man, United have been rubbish this season, coming to West Ham, and we've been playing Fenerbahce away. You got a week off, right?
Yeah, we have.
See what I mean? So you lot should be fresh. And it's a 2 p.m. kickoff. And we played Fenerbahce, another tough game, Mourinho, going to Istanbul, you know, wherever it is, and coming back. So you lot should be ready. No excuses, really.
And we have to respond to this Spurs result. Yeah. So the players should be up for it. We have to win this game. And, you know, I'm not hearing excuses. Man United, it's such a weird time for Man United because, like, with the manager, it seems like you're in limbo because you don't know where you're at. Like, is the manager going to stay? Is he going to go? It seems like he's not. They're not going to sack him unless he gets a few losses.
I'm kind of almost like,
you're neutral.
No. I'm not neutral. I'm Ten Hag out.
Oh, you're just like, yeah.
It is what it is now. He's stayed. I think he's stayed probably to the end of the year, or to the end of the season, and it is what it is now. There's no point moaning about it. He's here. So we have to deal with it, see where we finish at the end of the season. We need top 4. So if he gets us top 4 and gets a trophy, then so be it.
Mate, can you see him getting you top 4?
No. I don't think we're finishing top 6.
Listen, but he could get you a trophy. He's done it 2
but
seasons
again,
in a row.
You know what it is with trophies, yeah? I'm not changing my opinion. You should always want to win trophies, yeah? But it doesn't tell you the full story, man. It doesn't. Like, we won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, yeah. But have we improved as a team?
Yeah, not in the grand scheme of things. Like,
I'm no respect to you lot, but you lot would love to take a cup rather than finishing, let's say, 6th, 7th.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
Course.
So
yeah,
it's like that makes sense for you lot, but for United, it's like league position also matters and the trajectory of where you're going. Like the trajectory of where Man United going needs to be at a point where it's you know where you're going, the style of play, everything makes sense. But United, it's like I just think for me, winning them cups, it just gave us short-term kind of glory. And
paper over the cracks.
Paper over the cracks. It really did, and ultimately, that's what United have done for the past couple of years. And I just want to see a trajectory where, you know what, we know where we're going, but I don't see us finishing top 4. I'm looking at Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. They've basically taken the top 3, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Then I think Chelsea, Tottenham, Villa, and them 3 there, another 3 there. Then you've got the other guys that are meant to be there in United, West Ham who have spent money this season, Newcastle, and Brighton. So that's another, 4 teams there. So this is too much, man. It's too much to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Who can get I'm seeing Leicester now, back-to-back wins for them. So this league is so and Nottingham Forest are in there this season. They're looking a bit kind of more,
Yeah. Playing.
I think for me this is it's getting harder and harder now to get top 4. And if you don't have a progressive coach, you don't have a style, you don't have a plan, bro, it ain't easy, man. So for me, I look at it and think, you know what? United, I'm predicting Man United to win this game, but I'm also understanding that, you know what, anything could happen. Like, you lot can win us, but I've just got this feeling that United will get a win.
You're confident?
I'm not confident.
But you just think...
I just think United will. A lot of it now just comes into, I think. It's not a case of there's evidence behind it. I just think... Like the Brentford game, I said, you know what? Yeah, you know what? 2-1 United. Let's go for it.
Okay.
And everyone was like, 2 goals. Who's scoring 2 goals? I said, I don't know. But
because that's another thing. I looked at the goals for and against. You've scored less goals than West Ham this season.
I know.
And you've scored 7 goals.
But we've only conceded 7 though.
Yeah, you're conceding, hasn't it? But
is it 9? I think it's 9.
9, yeah. But you've only scored 7 goals in the league. We've scored I think we've scored 11.
Yeah.
So that's mad. 8 games.
8 games.
7 goals.
7 goals. Yeah. It's mad, and like I said to you, man, it's one of them where we are one of the. I think only Ipswich, Southampton, or some. There's only a couple of teams that have not scored. Have scored less goals than us, which is mad to think. Yeah, but it is what it is. We have to deal with it. We have to score goals, and we have to find a way because, like I said, we've got a Thursday game. It's gonna be tough. Then we have to get back in our mindset, play that game, then have a midweek game. I think Carabao Cup is it, and then after that, it's straight to Man United.
Mad
to your game. So it's gonna be a tough ask, for this team. And
yeah.
I just hope we're switched on. We're on it, and we know what we're doing. Because if we don't, boy, it ain't easy.
Yeah,
it ain't easy, man.
I tell you what, though, you talk about trophies, paper over cracks. You would take it if it was the Europa League that you won.
Yeah, no, 100%. Europa League is something that gets you Champions League.
Champions
League. I would love that. If we got Europa League, more than happy with that.
Then you're happy to stick with Ten Hag.
I want him sacked regardless of what he wins. Only the Premier League would be justified in keeping him for me.
Yeah.
Premier League.
But then would you, right now, say if you sacked him, you would have, what's his name, was the temporary manager?
Who?
Oh, his assistant.
Ruud.
Yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
No, I wouldn't want him long term, no.
No, I mean to the end of the season.
Yeah. But then again, if you could get a manager now, why not get a manager?
Because the way I look at it, I was hearing Thomas Frank. And if you're taking a manager, I mean, look, if he would leave midway season, but say you take a manager just because you're going for what you can get, rather than taking your time, scouting, finding the perfect manager at the end of the season. But at the same time, you don't want to write off this season. It's difficult.
I think for me, it's one of them where it's still early in the season to kind of sack a manager, but at the same time, I understand. Well, I don't understand, but I get it where they're not probably going to get a manager if they don't believe there's one out there. So if they don't believe there's one out there, then okay, keep him. But I don't know where United are going because it feels like for me it's just one step forward, 5 steps back. Like we don't really know where United are truly going to go this season. So it is. They have got a backup plan in Rude, but at the same time, it's like. You know what I mean, bro? Like, it's still early, man. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about interim.
Yeah.
Right now, it shouldn't be talking about interim right now, for me anyway,
It's just a mad club, like, in terms of Man United, honestly. It's mad. And, Wan-Bissaka's, he's actually doing all right. I have to say. He's
left back, yeah?
Yeah. Well, he's right back, but he has played left back a few games. When we haven't had someone there, he can go left back.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm happy with that signing. He's done all right.
He has done all right, to be fair, you know.
I know, like, a lot of Man United fans weren't happy with him. But yeah, I'm happy, and hopefully he can do one.
No, I'm happy that you know what? I'm happy he's gone over there. Like, I've got no grudge against him. I've got no like bad malice or whatever. Like, he's a good guy, so I'm happy he's going there. I'm happy, and I'm wishing him all the best. And he might be playing against Rashford, which is going to be an interesting battle.
Yeah. Rashford, and he's such a weird player, Rashford. I don't get that guy.
It's almost like hot and cold. You don't know what you're going to get with him. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, man, we'll see. I mean, like, score prediction wise, what do you think?
I'm gonna go again 2-1.
2-1 Man United.
2-1 United.
Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna come out and say this. We need to put you to the sword. I'm gonna say 3-1 West Ham.
3-1 West Ham.
And that's just based on we must, yeah?
We must.
We must. Yeah, when we must, and we must put you to... Listen, 2-1 against Man United is still a great result. I still take it all day, or a 1-0, right? But to come out off the back of that and go for it, I don't know, man, but no Kudus, that's the problem. I can't. I just remembered that. I'm going to say 2-1 West Ham off.
There you go.
Somerville is good. This is his chance to take now, Somerville. But it's on Lopetegui to get that thing right, man, and it's going to be a madness. And I'm sure, like, you'll probably be doing a watch along on your channel.
Yeah, I will be Sunday, and I'll call you when we win.
Yeah, listen, I'll be at the
vice versa.
Yes, I'll be at the game. So I'll be in the ground, and man, we have to win this game big time. And look, we can help you get rid of your manager, start a new.
But I don't want it to be that kind of way. But it is what it should have been gone time ago anyway. So you're not helping anything. But yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Well, listen. Big thank you.
No worries, man.
Go check out, well, you probably already are, Saeed TV, man.
Thank you, man.
Now on to 150k subscribers.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
And yeah, we'll see you for all the reactions.